Hello, hello, hello. It is Monday. Hope everybody had a good one, or is having a good one. Hope it wasn't a case of Garfield Mondays where it's just miserable because you hate Mondays. Set is awesome. Okay. So, a couple things to chat about before we get into this. First and foremost, Distant Worlds was a lot of fun. It was absolutely amazing. Would have liked to see hear a couple of different songs, but there are just way too many songs in Final Fantasy to make any specific requests. Let's be real. Far too many really good songs. So I just accepted that they were going to play a bunch of really good songs. They weren't necessarily going to be the ones that I wanted to hear, but they were all going to be good songs. And I was right, they were. They did play one song in particular that I was really happy to hear, which was To Xanarkand. And I was particularly happy to hear that one because Final Fantasy IV was actually the first Final Fantasy that I ever played. That was where I got my start with the series. It's Final Fantasy X, and To Xanarkand was just the first song I heard in its entirety in that game. That's coming up in just under a minute. So I had a fun time. Actually thought I was going to get thrown out before I even walked in because I did something really, really stupid. I accidentally took my knife with me, my pocket knife, which I should have thought about, but I just kind of grabbed it because it's part of my routine to just grab, wallet, pocket knife, pen, keys, phone, out the door. I did remember not to take my gun, so it wasn't that terrible, but I did end up having to throw away my pocket knife, which sucked, but it's my own fault. My own fault. I'm just glad they didn't decide, oh, wait a minute, you probably have something else. We're just going to bar you from the location. Okay, first round of ads. Let that play, and we can get started. They did play a fair number of songs. They played 4 songs from FF14 and another 4 from FF16. Those were the 2 main focuses. Some songs they played from various other games in the middle. They did a Chocobo medley. They did a battle theme medley, which was really cool. That one in particular I really liked because part of the medley was Fight with Seymour, and Fight with Seymour is one of my favorite battle themes in the series. Not my favorite, but it is among my favorites. But in any case, fantastic show. If you ever get the opportunity to go see it, definitely check it out. It's worth it. Very much worth it. I say having not had to actually pay for the tickets myself because I won them in a raffle, but still, that's not the point. The point is, it's a good show. Definitely check it out. One other thing that I wanted to briefly talk about before we actually get started in this. They announced all of the nominees for the Game Awards. To no one's surprise, Clair Obscur got nominated for a whole bunch of them. And I'm fairly certain that, I'm quite confident that Clair Obscur is going to end up sweeping every single category that it's in. Which is both good and bad. It's good because, make no mistake, Clair Obscur absolutely deserves every single award that it wins. It is a fantastic game. And absolutely deserves all of the praise that it gets. The problem I'm having personally with some of it is that some of those categories, Clair Obscur, there's a few categories where Clair Obscur really has some competition. Most of them, it has none whatsoever, but there are a couple of them where it does. Case in point, one of them was game direction, art direction. Was it audio? Was it also audio direction? And narrative was another one. Some of the games in those categories are also really, really good. Better than Clair Obscur? Maybe not, maybe. But it felt a lot like a lot of those categories. It was less about choosing which one was better and more about choosing which one you prefer. Which, don't get me wrong, not a bad thing, because to me, that just signals that there are a ton of really good games that came out this year, and that's absolutely true. This year was absolutely stacked. We're full of good games that are totally worth the price tag and definitely worth playing. The slight issue that I have with it is I feel like Clair Obscur is going to end up overshadowing everything. And again, it's not a case of, Clair Obscur didn't earn the win, because they absolutely did, but I feel like it would be a harder competition for Clair Obscur. It'd be more difficult for Clair Obscur to win if it weren't for one category in particular that it's part of. And I feel like it being part of that particular category is the reason why it's going to sweep. That category being Best Debut Indie. Best Debut Indie Game. It is part of that category because it is an indie title and it is the debut title for the studio. And I feel like because it's part of that, it's going to end up winning everything. Because Clair Obscur just has that mythology, so to speak, of just a nothing studio coming out with this game out of nowhere and just completely crushing the competition. Because it absolutely did. Clair Obscur came out of nowhere and blew everyone away. And that feeling is something that's going to resonate with a lot of people, and that's why I feel it's going to end up sweeping every category. And then there are some of the things that are just blatantly unfair, like best performance. 3 of the 6 nominees for Best Performance are from Clair Obscur. It's kind of wild. But some of the other games that I feel like would give it decent competition, or would have given it decent competition, I should say, in Best Art Direction, there was also Hades 2 and Silksong. The art in both of those games is absolutely fantastic. Hades 2 in particular has some of my favorite artwork in any kind of 2D game. Narrative has both Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Death Stranding 2. Both games have fantastic narratives attached to them. Again, it's a case of, is it better than Clair Obscur? Maybe, maybe not. But to me, it feels a lot less like I'm picking which one is better and more picking which one I prefer. Which, once again, not a bad thing. Because to me, that just says that we've got a ton of good games that came out this year. So yeah, I feel like Clair Obscur is just going to sweep. I'm not 100% sure if that's a good thing, or if it, may have been better if it hadn't been nominated for so many things. Because I just feel like the fact that it's a new game from a new studio that had nothing known about it previously is just going to overshadow everything else. Once again, not saying that the game doesn't deserve it. Absolutely does, but I don't know. It just feels weird to me. But anyway, enough of that. On to the children's card games and what I intend to be doing today, and why this stream is the Burn Triangle event. That is because we're playing Burn. Yeah, ignore the extra deck. It is literally, this extra deck is literally only here to power Extravagance. That's the only reason I have the extra deck. I could cut this down to just 6 cards if I wanted and not care. But yeah, I am playing a Burn deck. It's significantly weaker than my usual Burn deck because most of the Burn cards have actually been banned in this event, but these cards have not. Like, if I had to choose one of the cards that I would definitely be using, would be this guy, Mahama the Fairy Dragon. But again, it's banned for the event. They do tend to ban Burn cards in a lot of events. They don't ban them entirely, but they ban them enough. Now, the reason why I switched over to this is, number one, because I like playing Burn every so often. It's fun. I think it's hilarious. Inconsistent as all hell, but really fun to play. But the main reason is because the only Xyz deck that I have that would really work in this event, because the cards aren't completely banned and I actually have the cards I need for it, the only deck I have for that is Kashtira. I don't like playing Kashtira. Kashtira is absolutely miserable to play against, and all they do is floodgate you. I don't like that. In fact, I hate it. There's a reason why Kashtira is one of my most hated archetypes. It completely removes from play a bunch of your cards if you try to fight against it with any of your own effects. Like, that's the entire shtick of Kashtira. You so much as breathe, and Kashtira starts banishing your cards face down, and when your card is banished face down, you can do nothing about it. It sucks. It really does. So, rather than continue to make myself miserable by playing that stupid deck, I've elected to burn everything. Now, Kashtira is not a good deck. It is actually pretty easy to stop. It's kind of bad. And Burn is significantly worse. Like, I don't expect to be winning much of anything with this deck. However, I do expect to be having more fun playing it than with Kashtira. So, with all that said, let's do this. I don't know if I'm going to continue using this deck in the Link group. The deck that I have for the Link group is actually a Bestial control deck that kind of works in everything if you want it to, because it doesn't really need the extra deck. So it's similar to this Burn deck in that fashion, where you don't really need the extra deck for anything, so you can use it in any of the 3 groups. But I'm just going to keep playing today until I finish the Xyz group, and then I'm going to move on to Link and hopefully just finish the event entirely. I don't know, it depends on how long it's going to take me to do this Xyz one, because Burn decks are notoriously inconsistent. This one isn't much better, so I fully expect to be losing almost every game that I play tonight. But you know what? It's still better than playing Kashtira, because fuck that deck. Okay, so I'm immediately assuming that this is a Sky Striker player I'm facing. Just because, and yes, it is just because they have that deck mate. Okay. We're not going to count that, because somebody that just surrenders immediately, I'm going to assume they just bricked. Burn decks are not that scary. That person just didn't want to play against it. He probably just didn't draw his back row removal and decided he didn't want to deal with it. Fatal Abacus. We're not going to use Zoma yet. We're going to wait until he actually tries to attack. Ooh, he's Pendulum. He's Pendulum summoning. Okay. Don't DC on me, bro. Don't do it. Okay, Pot of Desires. Sadly, I can't see what cards he banished. They get banished face down. He can see them, but I can't see them. What does this do? Destroyed by battle or card effect. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Now, one bad thing about this is, if I'm not mistaken, this deck that he's playing has a lot of Pendulum monsters, which is kind of bad for me, because Fatal it plays around Fatal Abacus. Fatal Abacus only works if monsters are sent from the field to the graveyard specifically. Pendulum monsters don't go to the graveyard, they get set on top of the extra deck. because pendulum monsters are weird. Hmm? What are you searching for, good sir? I don't know if this deck plays anything that isn't a pendulum. What does this do? Destroyed it. Okay. So he's doing this to play around my my traps. Yeah, see, it gets destroyed and it goes to the... It goes to the top of the extra deck, so Fatal Abacus does nothing. Card or effect, so if Fatal Abacus does trigger, then he can use this to destroy it. Of course, I'll never know if he just disconnects on me. Another spell and trap destroy both it and this card. Okay. And this is on the field. That kind of sucks. I want to see if I can get this activated. Yeah, try to bait out this effect. Not bait out that effect, unfortunately. What does this one do? This time spell card is activated, yada yada yada. Remove 3 from this card, special summon with this card. Okay, he's got a spellbook knowledge, which is annoying. Okay. Probably the only time Fatal Abacus is going to do anything. This is it was a link monster, so it doesn't go back to the extra deck, it actually does go to the graveyard. Magician's Souls. That's not going to trigger it because it went from the deck to the grave, not from the field to the grave. He ditched triple tactics. Which, honestly, not a bad move. Add one spellbook to your hand. Okay. Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. Okay. He hasn't used his normal summon yet, so he could totally use that. Pendulum Zone, he does. Oh no, he's gonna use this now. One face up. Card. Okay, so it's just card draw. Cards for someone with the least effect monster, okay. Once again, plays around Fatal Abacus because it doesn't go to the grave. Mythical Beast Master Cerberus. He's doing that for card draw. Okay. Gets to add a spellbook. Spellbook of Secrets, so he can't use it. He can only activate one per turn. IP Masquerena. Interesting. Get rid of that, and get rid of that. Here, have a lava golem. Now, unfortunately, he's going to get this right back, because that's what this thing does. Oh, he has to get one from his deck. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this means I lose. Because this can negate as long as it has a spell counter on it, and he can put a spell counter on it. Because he's got, yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff that does spell counters, so... Let's go ahead and activate it and watch. Yeah, then he activates that, and GG, yeah. Oh, he doesn't have to... Oh, it's not a spell counter on this itself. It's a spell counter. It's a card he controls with a spell counter. Okay. Yeah, I mean, either way, he was going to negate it. There was nothing I was going to be able to do there. But hey, that got me 2 of my dailies done. Special summon and activate a trap. But it's fun! I like doing this. Dragon Maid! Are you actually playing Dragon Maid? You've got the deck mate and you've got the icon too. Are you actually playing Dragon Maid or are you playing fake Dragon Maid? You've also got the sleeves. Also got the sleeves. Are you playing Dragon Maid? You are playing Dragon Maid! I'm actually happy about this. Yeah, Kitchen is going to be full combo for him. Now, I don't know what flavor of Dragon Maid he's playing. I don't know if he's trying to do a pure variant or if he's doing the Bestial variant or something with Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. I will have to remember how exactly some of the effects work. I believe they return, like this is target one dragon monster you control and one card your opponent controls or in their graveyard. Okay, so it doesn't have to be face up and it doesn't have to be like in my thing. It just has to be a card I control. And now standby phase, he's gonna summon Show. This, by the way, is the thing you want to negate if you want to beat this deck. If you want to beat Dragon Maid. Like, just either stop them from getting to Lady entirely, or stop them from summoning Lady in the, or stop them from summoning Show in standby phase. He'll probably stop Chain Energy. He's not stopping Chain Energy. Interesting. Now, this could be problematic because this is an Omni-Negate. Got rid of his Hospitality and a Chamber. He's adding Karamba. And discarding Karamba. That way he'll be able to fusion summon again. Yeah, he can only fusion summon because Soul Levy milled. Actually, no, this can summon from the field too, right? Yeah, field and or banishment. Okay, so yeah, he can summon it from here. Philia Regis. I believe this is... yeah, this is another one that's just target a card your opponent controls. probably gonna aim for one of the face downs. No, he's actually aiming for chain energy. I was actually gonna be a little nervous if he was aiming for one of the face downs, because then I couldn't actually hit him with Dimension Wall. Wait, you're actually playing Nudjarl? Now he has to negate it, which is going to shuffle this back into his deck. Then it summons out House. Which mills more. What about second Dimension Wall? Yes, special summon again so Soul Levy can burn more. Or mill more, rather. Dragon Maid, welcome. Now he can get out another Lady's Dragon Maid, which will let him get out another show. I'm surprised he didn't go for... Okay, yeah, he is going for a Dragon Maid Titan. I forgot that Dragon Maid I forget that Dragon Maid Welcome can actually do that, mostly because nobody plays Dragon Maid Welcome. Standby phase. He didn't, yeah, he didn't bring out Lady because he's planning on reviving it with this, I assume, because it's... Or not? Oh no, Lady got put back in the deck. Right. He wants to get rid of Soul Levy. That's funny. I mean, he's won this, by the way. Like, I do not win this game. Because the only thing I've got is Curse of Darkness, which he's now returning to my hand. Oh no, he's returning Chain Energy. Okay. I mean, all I've got is Curse of Darkness. He doesn't need to worry about Curse of Darkness because all he has to do is go battle phase and win. Yeah, like that's all I had, dude. Just Curse of Darkness. That's it. So all he has to do is swing. Which, if all he does is swing, I will let him... Nope, I'm not even going to let him do it. I was about to say, if all he does is swing, I will let him swing. But if he's gonna start going combo on me, then fuck him, I'm surrendering and not giving him the satisfaction. Because at that point, dude, you see what's on my field, you know what's in my hand because you put it there, like, just swing for game. This is what I would really like to have every time I have Soul Levy, because it's a hilarious combo. Every time they special summon, they mill 3. Every time they mill 3, they take 300. They take 900 burn damage. Oh, is this the Primite Bestial deck? I wonder. It is. Why the hell did he choose to go first? This deck plays so much better going second. Largely because it runs a shitload of hand traps. I would know. I actually put this deck together in the Link version, which is in the Link group, which is what this one's doing. You're banishing your own blue eyes. Do you have Roar in hand? Oh no, you have Branded Regained, duh. You have Branded Regained. But the fact that he's willing to do that makes me think that he's got another Primite card in his hand, because otherwise Drill Beam is dead. I fully expect him to negate this with Drill Beam if he's able to. Which, yes, he is able to because his field lit up. Okay. I don't care. Oh, is that how he's gonna get his blue eyes back? No, he's going from Magnum Hood. Interesting. And Bestial Lubellion. Steel Baldrake. Not surprised to see that. And he's gonna recycle it. The thing is, him recycling so many cards back into his hand plays into our favor because of Desquala's effect. The fact that he's not negating any of these with Drill Beam tells me that he either A, doesn't care, or B, isn't able to use Drill Beam. Oh no, he is. Okay. He was just waiting for his main phase, I guess. Okay, so that's his one use of Drill Beam. He can only use it once per turn. So Bestial Lubellion gets negated and he gets 2k burn damage. Now he does get to special summon it back, obviously, because it only negates one effect, it doesn't negate both. He takes a bunch more burn damage. He's going for Branded Beast, I believe? Yeah, Branded Beast. One opponent card your opponent controls, destroy it. That's gonna suck. I don't know how this interaction works. If it still gets destroyed. Okay, it does still get destroyed. Now, he does have Ether Barrel in hand, and he can get access to a Blue Eyes White Dragon, so, why would you do that? I mean, I know you want to destroy, both of my... I know you want to destroy my back row, but... You're slowly burning yourself here. He can't activate Drill Beam this turn. Nightmare Unicorn. He wants to destroy my my koala, which is good because if he did destroy my oh, he's going after Skull Invitation. Oh my god, that's hilarious, actually. He's setting another Lordly Load for some reason. That Drill Beam I'm not concerned about because that Drill Beam is dead. Because he used Drill Beam earlier in the turn, so he can't use it now. And he does have a Primite card in hand now, so he can use it's active whenever. He's going your access code talker, you bitch. Damn it. He's not gonna win this turn, but it does mean I can't get him with the Desquala effect and then burn him for 800 and then hit him with Crimson Firewing Pegasus's effect. I believe that is enough for game. Is that 2,500? Yeah, that's enough for game. He's just gonna swing, so yeah, he can go ahead and swing. I don't care. That was fun. Almost got him. Almost got him. I have lost every single game except for that one where the dude scooped instantly, by the way. I'm still having so much more fun than I was when I was playing Kashtira. That's just how miserable of a deck Kashtira is. But no, the deck he was playing, that's the one that I have set up for Link. And for the Link group. Oh, are you playing Orcust? Is that why you have the Orcust deckmate? If he is playing Orcust, I may just go ahead and scoop. Because this deck doesn't have anything to stop. Oh no, he's playing Fusion, so... Branded, probably? I mean, same response. I'm probably going to... Dragoon? Oh no, this dude is playing the Primite Loner. Yeah, this is the Primite Loner deck. Yeah, it totally is. Yeah, the deck that runs 3 copies of Red Eyes Black Dragon for reasons. Yep, there it is, Primite Fusion. I'm not a fan of Primite Fusion, specifically because it shuffles material. Oh, okay. I don't know what he wanted to do there, but I guess he couldn't do it. Soccer ball with only a handful of... If I could win a coin toss, that would be great, just saying. Oh! He's playing Sky Striker. That or he's playing the Bestial Link deck. The Primite Bestial deck. Well, with those sleeves, no, he's playing Sky Striker. With those sleeves, he is 110% playing Sky Striker. Of course he has Heavy Storm. Why would he not have Heavy Storm? And unfortunately that still destroys all spells and traps. Even if I activate that, it's no longer in the spell and trap zone because it's still considered a trap, and Heavy Storm doesn't say destroy all cards in your opponent's back row, it says destroy all spells and traps on the field. And he's gonna go into a Hayate. At least that would be my assumption. Oh no, he's going to strike. Oh, right. Ray can go straight into Zero. And then Zero can add a Sky Striker spell, so they add Linkage. Yeah, there it is, Linkage. And then he can use Linkage, tribute Sky Striker Ace Zero. And then it's gonna summon Kagari. Yeah, Kagari. Kagari gets an attack boost, they attack again. Oh, they get to add linkage back first, and then they attack again, and then they do the same thing over and over again. So yeah, that's GG. They have enough for lethal. When your opponent draws the out, literally. That's one of the many reasons why Burn is a very inconsistent deck. Because a lot of decks will just run back row removal and you just lose. Are you playing Dragon Maid, sir? God of Desires, let's see if they've got an Ash Blossom. They do indeed have an Ash Blossom. Oh, but they're not using it. Interesting. Raw phase, we activate Soul Levy. They are playing Dragon Maid. But what flavor of Dragon Maid, I wonder? Dude, what are you scanning for? It's not that this combo isn't that difficult. Wait, you're dumping Chamber? Because you've got Hospitality in hand and you want to get Chamber's effect so you can dump Karamba in the grave. Oh, you run Lightning Storm in your version? Interesting. And Effect Veiler, I think is what I saw there? Yeah, Effect Veiler. Changeover. He wants Changeover, so he's got an Omni Negate. Yeah, because this way he can summon Show right off the bat. Yeah, because he's got Druid's Worm in hand. You're running the variant with Dark End Dragon, which means you probably also run Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. Also runs Super Poly. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I'll activate it. He's gonna negate it with Show, which is then gonna tag out and give him extra damage. Unfortunately. It also mills more cards. And this only destroys monsters, right? Yeah, one monster. So House Dragon Maid doesn't do anything about my back row. It will, of course, kill my Mimicking Maneater bug, but, you know, it's nothing really I can do about that. And he's doing that so he can get Dragon Maid Show out again. And unfortunately, not a whole hell of a lot I can do here either, because Shu is going to negate my Gravedigger's Trap Hole. And House, no matter what I do, is going to destroy either one of my monsters. So what's going to happen is he's going to bounce something. If he set Tidying, which I think is what he said, I'm pretty sure he set Tidying. What he can do here is he can flip over Tidying, bounce Parlor, bounce this, so he doesn't have to worry about the Gravedigger Trap Hole. Oh no, he's doing it that way, okay. I'm surprised he didn't go for the Gravedigger Trap Hole, but I guess he doesn't care, because he's got the thing. Because he's got the Omni Negate. I'm just saying a more efficient way of doing that would have been to flip over Tidying, bounce the trap, and then use that to use that trigger to kill my monster. It would have also played around any potential hand trap that I could have had to either like end the battle phase or make him take damage, because at that point I would have he would still have his Omni Negate. But he doesn't have to worry about that because those cards are like banned in this event. Maybe he knew that and that's why he didn't care. I don't know. Okay, Skull Invitation and Curse of Darkness. Let's see how effective these are. In before, he has fucking Heavy Storm, or Harpies. No, it's a pot. Okay. It's gonna burn him for 1,000, and then another 300. With those sleeves and that field, I wonder, are you also playing Burn? Because that would be funny. Oh, you're just playing Red Eyes. Okay. That's neat. Fortunately, I can't lava golem him because he only has the one monster. Red Eyes Fusion. You're a Black Comet Dragon. I have never seen that. Oh. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the burn effects from Skull Invitation and Curse of Darkness kill him, but... Yes, we got another win! I just need, 4 more. And I'm done with the Xyz section of this. And then I can move on to the Link section, which I'm very much looking forward to the Link section, purely because then I don't have to face Sky Striker anymore, because you only ever face decks from the other 2 factions. So when I switch over to Link, I will never see another Sky Striker again. You know, like this person. This person is almost certainly playing Sky Striker. No, they're not playing Sky Striker. This is someone playing Exodia. He's gonna be really sad when I just Lava Golem his Exodia. And yeah, he really is just playing Exodia. Okay, cool. Cool. I honestly expect to see a lot more of Exodia, if only because I fully expect Exodia to just be more popular in general. Because it's really good against... It's actually really good against Lunalight, believe it or not. Largely because Exodia just runs over the Lunalight monster and can't be destroyed, so they can't do anything about it. Okay, that's probably an Exod. Yeah, it's an Exod because he's got Obliterate. Here, have a Lava Golem. And then I'm gonna special summon a Pegasus. And then I'm gonna go into battle phase. And attack right over the Lava Golem and punch you in the face. And in main phase 2. Let's do that. You can get burned for 1,300. At least I think it's no, it's 600, so 1,600. Yeah, go ahead. Return it to the hand. I fucking dare you. Yeah, sadly, these cards are not particularly good. Ah, shit. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure he's got more than enough for lethal, because he's got the Ankh in his hand. And he's gonna get another. He's gonna get another one. He can only use the one, but that's immaterial. So he's got the Ankh. He's got Obliterate and Exod on the field, because that face down is 100% Exod, because there's no reason why anyone would ever set Obliterate and not Exod. So if he set Obliterate, then the other, it's because he already had Exod. So yeah, he's gonna have enough for lethal, because now he's gonna summon his thing. It's gonna take the Lava Golem. I'm not sure why he bothered putting the Lava Golem in attack mode. That's gonna get shuffled back into my deck. Because that's what Millennium Ankh does. It summons that and then shuffles anything that isn't a Millennium monster back to the deck. But it doesn't matter, he still has lethal here because he can just flip over Exod now that he has Exodia on the field and kill my Pegasus. Oh, okay. You actually want to give me another turn? Is that what's going on here? Wow, he does. He really wants to just give me another turn. Unless that really isn't Exod, but if that's not Exod, then I don't know what the hell it could possibly be. I don't know what it could be, and I don't know why he would set literally anything other than Exod. For those who don't know, Exod is a card that when you control a level 12, or it's a level 10 or higher, or a level 12 monster, I don't know. It basically works when you control Exodia. That's all you really need to know. As long as you control Exodia, you destroy all cards on your opponent's side of the field. That's it. Just straight up. You destroy all cards on your opponent's side of the field. Obliterate, by comparison, makes it so that you send a Forbidden One or Exodia monster from your hand or deck to the grave to bounce a monster on the field to the... is it a monster or a card? You bounce something back to your opponent's hand. That's what Obliterate does. There's barely a reason to run Obliterate at all, much less a reason to set Obliterate over Exod. So I'm not sure what was going on with that guy's deck, or not deck, but just what was going on in that guy's head that he wanted to set Obliterate instead of Exod if that face down wasn't in fact Exod. But that was really weird. Oh, don't tell me this dude DC'd because he lost the coin toss. That's probably not actually what happened, but I still like saying that that's what happened. Oh, okay, we're finally in. Took a while, but we're in. And Heavy Storm, and or Harpy's Feather Duster. Activate Fatal Abacus. Gonna hold on to Zoma though. card can attack directly. If this card attack inflicts battle damage to your opponent by a direct attack, target one face-up monster on the field, banish it. Okay. It's fine, whatever. Is this dude also playing a silly burn deck slash direct attack deck? It's gonna be really funny when I flip Zoma face up. I'm gonna wait until he actually attacks. By the way, this thing says that it can attack directly. Zoma says that if it's on the field, they have to attack it. So yeah, congratulations, you can attack me directly, but you can't attack me directly because you have to attack Zoma. Seems very confused by this development. Oh, Zoma also has to be targeted with any attack, with any effects that he might use. Ooh, Skull Invitation. Neat. Let's change this to defense, and we're gonna end turn. We don't win by attacking, we win by burn. Except through Crimson Firewing Pegasus. That time we do attack. Skull Invitation! God, if only I also had Soul Levy. It'd be so funny. Does this also attack directly? It can. Except Zoma's still on the field, so you still kind of have to attack Zoma. Not that it matters, because you're not going to be destroying Zoma. And by the way, if this gets destroyed, yeah, he takes burn damage. Making it all the more hilarious. He's starting to get it. He's starting to get it. He's like, wait a minute now. I attack. I have to hit that thing, but I don't want to hit that thing. Oh my god, it's like watching people play against you, Belle. The fact that he keeps selecting the card and then deselecting it and watching the card go up and down is just so funny to me. Oh, here, I have a magic cylinder, bro. I got another Zoma. But first I'm gonna flip summon this. It's gonna pop his card. Metal Reflect Slime. Okay. It still destroys your monster, dude. And you just reset it. You just did me a favor. You just helped me, bro. I can only assume he thought that that would negate the effect, but that's not how that effect works. I don't know what deck this guy is playing. He's obviously playing some kind of silly niche deck. Now, unfortunately, I can't flip Mimicking Maneater Bug face up myself because of that card's effect. Are you saying Egyptian God Slime? Are you bringing out Egyptian God Slime right now? You are! Dude! Egyptian God Slime! Cannot be destroyed by battle. Opponent's monsters cannot target for attacks, and your opponent cannot target with card effects. Any monsters you control, except Egyptian God Slime. That's perfectly fine with me, bro. Go ahead, destroy Zoma. That's the only thing you can attack right now. Destroy Zoma and burn yourself for 3,000. Do it. Like, I'll end up getting burned for 800 here, but... Oh, he's gonna try and destroy it with this. Which, you know, fair enough. I'll get burned a little bit. You get burned for 2k. You know what? I think I'll go ahead and let him hit the Mimicking Maneater Bug, because it can't be destroyed by battle, and I can just blow that up. I mean, I'm not going to attack with it, but... Still very funny. I cannot believe he actually attacked the Mimicking Maneater Bug with that. Dark Room of Nightmare. Yeah, he's got a bunch of direct attackers and shit. Like, what's the plan here? Yeah, by the way, I got another one of these. You can destroy it with either of your monsters. Aww. Lame. What monster did he add? Watt Pheasant. Yeah, I'll go ahead and add another Dark Room of Nightmare, and let's see what his face downs are. Oh wait, no, I can't change battle position of this, so I can't attack with it. That sucks. I might actually lose because of that. Unless he activates a monster effect in his hand. If he activates a monster effect in the hand, or for whatever reason sends those cards to the grave, then I can win off of the burn that I've already got. But he's got no reason to. Literally all he has to do is just keep attacking with his Watts. Alright, Geki. Okay. I'm not sure why you did that, given that it now triggers both of these and you just die. Oop. But okay, if you want to lose that badly, literally all he had to do was just attack. He didn't have to interact with the mimicking Maneater bug at all. I couldn't change its battle position because of what his card effect did. I don't know why he attacked there, or why he had to do that. If he hadn't done that, he might have won. That is incredibly silly. And that, by the way, is yet another reason why burn decks are incredibly inconsistent and really bad. Especially when they're limited like this, because honestly, all you have to do is play smart and think about it. You either just run back row removal or just play smart. That's it. Not a good start. Hey, Foolish Burial, what are you playing? What are you playing, good sir? You are playing Orcust. Great. By the way, for whatever reason, Dark Room of Nightmare doesn't trigger off of chain energy. Mostly... Oh, wait, no, I remember why. It's another stupid ruling. It doesn't activate off of chain energy because this one... because Dark Room of Nightmare says each time your opponent takes damage from a card effect, chain energy doesn't deal damage. It makes them pay 500 life points per card to normal summon, special summon, or set or activate cards. So it's not inflicting damage, it's making them pay life points. It's a more appropriate distinction, I guess, than most of Konami's rulings for this sort of thing, but it's still kind of silly. Now he's getting Orchestrated Babble. Crescendo hasn't been set. I'll hold on to Zoma for now. He's gonna activate that to special summon. And by the way, the special summons only triggers when they special summon from the hand, not when they special summon from extra deck. So it all of this extra stuff that he's doing is not going to World Legacy World Crown is only monster effects, right? Yeah, when a monster on the field. Orchestrated Babble, so he's going to take 500 here to play the Orchestrated Babble. Oh, he's also summoning that. Interesting. Unfortunately, it means my Firewing Pegasus is likely just dead because he's going to get to Enlil Girsu. And since he's going to have Orchestrated Babble, all of its effects are going to be quick effects, which sucks. That's one of the easiest ways to shut down Orcust is to just either cut off their access to Orchestrated Babble or destroy Orchestrated Babble or banish it. Just get rid of Orchestrated Babble. Not a big sports guy. Cowgirls and Raiders are already on possession 3, 4 minutes in. What the hell? Have they just been fumbling back and forth? Three and out, 5-play drive. So they haven't been fumbling back and forth. They're just bad. They're just playing like shit in general. Okay, there's Lungirsu. This dude is very slowly moving through his combo. I'm wondering if it's because he's doing absolutely everything he possibly can to avoid playing into chain energy, and that's why he's playing so carefully. It would also explain why he still hasn't played Orchestrated Babble. Or maybe he's wondering what the hell my face downs are and why my field keeps lighting up, and that's what's got him spooked. I don't know. Either way, the next thing that he summons should be Enlil Girsu. Hey look, it's Enlil Girsu. And this is take control of one face-up monster your opponent controls. Okay, Orcus Crescendo is now in his hand. And he's gonna take control of my thing for whatever reason. That'll be Orcus Crescendo. Oop. He didn't set Orcus Crescendo. or orchestrated babble. Very interesting. It doesn't negate the effect, it just burns him for 600. He's down to 50 life points. And he is absolutely terrified of what my face my face down cards are. Oh, this is so funny. The thing is, he actually does have me in checkmate, he just doesn't know it. If he just swings here, he's actually got me. Because Crescendo stops Zoma, and World Crown stops mimicking. Oh, he just scoops! He just scooped! Oh, he ran out of time! He was too busy thinking! Oh, shit. Oh, that's great. But anyway, yeah, he had Orcus Crescendo, which, if I'm not mistaken, hang on, can I check the guys? Can I check decks in this? Yeah, confirm opponent's deck. Crescendo. Yeah, when a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated while you control an Orcus Link monster. So yeah, he actually had two different ways of saving himself there. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't negate the burn effect that Firewing Pegasus had. Because he could have just negated it with either this or with this. but he just chose not to. And then he never played this. He had it in his hand. This is one of the key pieces to the entire Orcus deck, because this is the card that lets Orcus actually like function and do its nonsense where your main phase 1 is their main phase 3, which is why I hate the Orcus deck in general, because I hate that sort of play style. Also the reason why I don't play Centurion, because it does the same fucking thing. But he got this in his hand early on. He never played it. It's very funny to me. But BRB, I'm gonna go use the restroom, and then we will continue on. I only need 2 more wins and Xyz before I can switch over to Link. Hello there, Missy. Hey, come here, you. Stretch. Come here. You get to say hi to the stream before I go off. Here's Missy. Missy was actually curled up in my lap just before stream started. I thought she was gonna join us for the start of stream, but she hopped off my lap literally the minute before I was about to start it. She knew. Missy knew. Okay, you can go now, Missy. Go ahead. Don't tell me you're gonna lay in my lap. Okay, there you go. Okay, BRB. Alrighty. Let's keep going. Having so much fun with this deck. It's so silly. Oh, another Orcus player? Question mark? Okay. Dude opened all hand traps, I guess? Ash Blossom? Ash Blossom. What could you possibly have that would let you respond to me setting a card? Let me just try this to see what if he does anything. Well, this is an interesting turn of events. He's got a discard, which is why his field is lighting up here. Nibiru? Nibiru's definitely not going to do anything for you. Activate Skull Invitation, the second Skull Invitation. So now he gets burned for 600 every time he doesn't play a card. Scareclaw Kashtira, okay. This actually plays around Zoma. Not because of the effect thing, but because this thing deals damage based on the monster's attack that kills it. And this thing has no attack. Out of extravagance, so I can't play it. I wouldn't want to play it even if I could, though. Direct attack! Firewing Pegasus, go! I want to check this dude's deck. Because he clearly bricked a bunch. I saw him banish something earlier, I didn't see what it was. But I want to check this dude's deck. Like, what the hell is this guy playing? I think this was the thing he sent? Scareclaw below. Was he just playing Scareclaw? He was. Yeah, he was just playing Scareclaw. Did he brick that hard? I wonder what exactly he had that made him like not able to do anything for however many turns. I don't know, maybe he drew all 3 Ash Blossoms? Like Ash Blossom, all 3 Ash Blossoms and Imperm or some shit? He definitely didn't draw this. Oh well, one more win. Well, one more win with the fun deck, and then we go to another fun but less meme-worthy deck. Actually, no, I don't think he did draw 3 Ash Blossoms, because if he did draw 3 Ash Blossoms, he absolutely would have thrown one down in defense mode, because that would have stopped me from poking him. Okay. Great, another Orcust. Will I be able to do literally anything about this deck? Maybe? Like, Gravedigger's Trap Hole will do work. But he's gonna have Orcust Crescendo. Well, he might use that to stop my Skull Invitation. And plus, I don't know what exactly I'm gonna draw, so it might not matter. This guy certainly isn't afraid to play Orchestrated Babble. He threw that shit down immediately. Of course, he wasn't staring down the barrel of Chain Energy. I still maintain that that guy would have won that duel if he had just attacked. All he had to do was swing. Because I had nothing. There's Orcust Crescendo. Now he set that directly instead of using its graveyard effect. Wait, what the hell? Lemnis Gate? This dude is playing Orcust Sky Striker? What kind of bullshit is this? Longirsu playing DNA Digivolve. You know there's actually an archetype called DNA, right? Yeah, that's an actual thing. It's true, look it up. And in Lil Girsu. Then he takes away the World Legacy token, which I wasn't going to be using anyway. And there's IP, so he can go into SP plays. And that those 2 face downs are probably Imperm. Imperm and something else. Nightmare. And Chain Energy. This probably isn't going to do too much to him because he's not going to be playing cards from his hand. He's going to be playing cards from his graveyard. Gravedigger's Trap Hole is going to be much more impactful. Oh, but he negates it anyway. Okay. I'm fine with that. Got room for that instead. Now, all of his Orcust effects are quick effects. So he's able to do all of this during my turn, which again is why I hate this deck. No, I don't want to continue my main phase. I just want to go to end phase and want it to be his turn, because then I can actually use my traps. Like this one. Unless he's got another Crescendo. Which, if he does, and he negates that, then... Okay. It's fine. The real problem, though, is going to be the IP, because the IP is going to be able to dodge Magic Cylinder. This when an attack is declared, right? Dark Room of Nightmare will trigger and he'll take an extra 300. Yeah, World Legacy, World Crown, that's another way he's going to be able to... Oh right, he took damage from 2 different effects, so he's able to... So he's going to take double. There are 2... No, this deck doesn't run Max C, actually. The idea is that you draw the right set of burn cards that allow you to just burn your opponent before they can actually do anything. And if you look at his life points, it works. To a degree, at least. Still has like 5k. Have you looked at his life points? That 5k dropped real quick, didn't it? The only thing that sucks here is that while I do have Magic Cylinder, he has 2 ways of dodging it. He's got a World Crown in his hand that he can play, and he's got IP Masquerena, which can link off a monster to dodge it. Which is why I'm kind of confused as to why he's not just going into a summoning World Crown and then going into his battle phase. Okay, you get Orcust Crescendo. That doesn't do anything for you, unless you're just ending your turn. Which, if you're ending your turn, that's just... like, why? I suppose this he could be playing around Blazing Mirror Force? Oh, he went into that. Wait, does this... Monster... Okay, now he might be screwed. No, never mind. He summoned World Crown. Yeah, I can trigger this, but he can just hit World Crown. Oh, he can't! Oh! Never mind, I win! Why didn't he use World Crown there? Could he not use it? I'm confused. First, let me get the title for winning that. Then let me look at match history here. Oh, my bad. I thought this was I thought this also worked on spell and traps. No, it's only monsters on the field special summoned. Okay, never mind. Then he was screwed. He was screwed the moment he linked off Masquerena. Yeah, if he had just kept Masquerena on the field, then he would have been fine, because then he could have dodged the cylinder. Because cylinder targets. If the target is no longer there, then nothing happens. And this is a quick effect, so he could respond to cylinder with this. But still, this is just a really weird deck anyway, because what the fuck? Who plays Orcust Sky Striker? This is just fucking weird. And also weird, why is this guy playing 3 copies of Rose? Even Sky Striker players don't play 3 copies of Rose. Whatever, I got the title, I can go over to Link, and now I never have to fight against Orcust again, I don't have to fight against Sky Striker again. This is the Bestial deck, right? Yeah, this is the Bestial hand trap deck. Yeah, just 14 more wins, and I am completely done with this event. Because then I'll have gotten all of the points for getting the title for 4K points, and I'll have gotten all of the titles for getting 1,500 points in each individual group. Oh, and I also already got the Infinite Impermanence sleeves, which are nice. I like the Imperm sleeves. Cool. Really wish I didn't hard draw this. Primite Roar. I'm gonna go ahead and Ash Blossom that. And the fact that he declared Megalo Smasher tells me exactly what he's playing. He's also playing a deck that doesn't care about the extra deck at all. He is playing... shit, what's it called? Spiral Dragon. That's what he's playing. He is playing Spiral Dragon. Oh, please use Ash Blossom on the... Yes, thank you so much! Yeah, I Ash Blossom you Ash Blossom me. The difference is, I have follow-up! I want to draw 2 cards. And I'm gonna go ahead and banish this. Set Saranir. Set this. Battle. Attack. I don't know what his face downs are. I don't know what he's got in his hand. I could have used triple tactics to look at his hand, but oh, he just scoops. Okay. Yeah, Spiral Dragon kind of bricks pretty easily. Him shotgunning Primite Roar in the standby phase was probably his literally his only play. So hitting that with Ash was a big deal. Well, this guy has the Ray deckmate, but I already know he's not playing Sky Striker because I'm in the Link group, and you don't play against your own group when you're in this event. So, and I know he's not playing Malice because that's banned out of this event. Okay, I got a couple of plays, got some disruption too. Nice, nice. Ooh, a Luber. So this is being saved for Branded Fusion, which he most likely is adding to his hand. Unless he opened it, in which case he'll add Branded Lost, in which case I'm fucked. Because Branded gets a bunch of custom cards printed for it. He probably knows that I have an Ash Blossom simply because I hit my field lit up and I didn't respond to his thing, which means I either have Ash. It can only mean Ash, Imperm, or Veiler. Yeah, Branded Lost. God damn it. So he's got Fusion in hand and he's going to play Branded Lost, and I'm not going to be able to Ash Branded Fusion when he uses it. Branded Loss. Fusion Deployment. Blazing Cartesia. Yeah, he's doing everything except using Branded Fusion. He might not even have Branded Fusion in that case. He might have just wanted to grab Branded Loss because I signaled that I had an Ash Blossom. And so, because I telegraphed that... Oh no, he does have the Branded Fusion, okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, Branded Loss means I can't do anything to that. I could use Ash Blossom in response to it, but it wouldn't do anything. Branded Fusion would still go through. That's just how it works, unfortunately. Because, once again, Konami prints a bunch of custom cards for this archetype, for whatever reason. And I will forever be angry that they don't give other archetypes even half the attention that they gave this archetype. Because if they did, there'd be more archetypes that we could play that would be actually viable. Let's turn... Okay, this I can use Ash Blossom on because it's not a fusion. Branded Opening, which is discard, add a Despia, and special summon. Yay, a brick. My favorite. This. This is... Yeah, sending a fusion monster so I can activate this. Get rid of that, I guess. This. What does this do again? Moving phase. You can change attack roll. Monsters currently on the field. He's using this now because if he doesn't, then this goes away. I'm guessing he's he's banishing Magnamut. Load. Branded loss, that's whatever. Or branded opening, rather, that's whatever. Quem, that's sending a Fallen of Albaz to the graveyard. Which, if that's sent to the graveyard, I don't think it does anything, but... Okay, now I've got a Drill Beam. I can't use it right now, but... have it. Let's go into Moon. Shit, that's a quick effect. Yeah. He gets the fusion off my field. Which sucks, because I was going to go into Underworld Goddess, which he probably knew I was going to go into Underworld Goddess. So naturally he wanted to stop that. Because if he didn't, he was fucked. Because I would have linked off his entire field. Like, I can't be mad at him for fusing away my field when I was about to link off his entire field. Well, actually, no, I couldn't link off his entire field because I would need more monsters on my end. Yeah, Stars. He's gonna destroy those. Yeah, that's game. Oh well. GG. Yeah, because Underworld Goddess is a Link 5, right? Yeah, it's a Link 5. I wouldn't have been able to do it. The most I would have been able to do was summon Nightmare Unicorn. Oh wait, no, this only works with Link 5s, for summoning Link 5s. So yeah, there was nothing I could do there, actually. I guess he thought maybe I was going to go into Fiendsmith with it? I don't know. I should have gone for, I didn't realize, I didn't stop to actually think of how this worked. I should have gone into, Heretic Seals, because then I could have immediately activated his effect the moment he tried to fuse. So that was my misplay. Can't just link a guy off like that? Absolutely I can. The card's effect says I can. Now this deck does better going second, as I recall. But I want to try going first with it. Watch me open 5 hand traps and have absolutely no plays. Never mind, I've got a couple plays. Lordly Lord. Set an extra lordly load, why not? Unfortunately, I hard drew Blue Eyes here. Well, now I'm kind of glad that I hard drew Blue Eyes, because now my Drill Beam is still live, even though he decided to ash it. It does kind of suck that I only have Ether Barrel on the field, but... And unfortunately, because my field's lighting up, he knows it's active. Okay. Says summon one each. That's the position. Septic Seas. Okay, I'll go ahead and Ghost Ogre that. It's not going to stop the effect, but it is going to destroy this. So if he's only got 1 or 2 cards in his hand that fit that effect, he's only going to be able to summon a couple of them. He might not have all the materials he needs to Xyz summon. He can bring that back from the grave. That sucks. I have never played against the Automats, so I'm not entirely familiar with how they work. I just know that they're a rank 4 Xyz engine. Gaga girl. Is he normal summoned yet? He has. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Nib here. Okay, yeah, that was enough to end his turn. Wait, Bastille Serenaire. Rid of this thing. Let's activate Lordly Load, so I can add another Ether Barrel to my hand. That way, Drill Beam is still live even if Blue Eyes gets destroyed. No, I'm just gonna go ahead and end. I was thinking about summoning Seals here, but I'd have to get rid of my Blue Eyes for that, and I kinda want to keep it around, so I can push for lethal next turn. Oh, okay. That's just game then. Make sure I get the final blow with Blue Eyes here. Hit him with Big Rock, and then hit him with White Lightning! The special animation! Yes! I wish they gave more monsters a special animation like that. Sadly, they do not. Oh, destroy a card. Okay. What are my other dailies that I haven't done and probably won't do? Well, this one I'll probably do because I'm going to be normal summoning Ether Barrel pretty constantly. Pretty much constantly. Duel and solo mode I'll do later. These two I guess I'll do on my own time. Because I'm not going to be doing much of either. Well, I kind of do link summoning with this deck if it gets to that point, but I don't do any of these. But for the ritual one, I can just pop into ladder and play one Mitsurugi game. Are you using the Pearly deckmate because you're playing Pearly? Pearly, if I'm not mistaken, is actually unbanned in this event. Or completely unhit, rather, not unbanned. Okay, a couple nibs, Droll, Ghost Ogre. Like this, I like this. Really kind of wish I had a starter, but... I'll go ahead and Ghost Ogre that. It's branded, by the way. I'll go ahead and Droll, although he already has what he wants in his hand. He's got the fucking branded fusion. And unfortunately I have no response, but I do have Nib. It's 2 summons. Something that kind of annoys me about Triple Tactics talent. There are 2 Triple Tactics cards, Thrust and Talent. Thrust lets you search for a card. Talent lets you either it's either draw a card, draw 2 cards rather, take control of a monster, or look at your opponent's hand and rip a card out of their hand. One of those 3 effects. Thrust is you search for a normal spell or trap and either set it to your field and you can't activate it that turn, or you add it to your hand if your opponent controls a monster. Nibiru! Goodbye, monsters! I'm assuming his plan is to just banish his own Ice Jade. Or his own Mirror Jade, rather. Which is kind of funny because it makes his makes the token he's about to get a little weaker. I actually want it in attack because it has Lubellian stats. Well, he has to special summon because he can't add anything to his hand. Guiding Quem. So now he's going to fuse with my field using Albaz. Or at least that's his plan, to fuse with my field. But anyway, as I was saying about Triple Tactics, oh no, he's actually sending Branded Retribution. So he can add Branded Fusion back to his hand so he can use it next turn. And then that's probably an imperm. Or another branded trap of some kind, Blazing Cartesia. And then he gets to set another branded spell trap because of Albion. Branded Banishment, which will let him fuse. Then he gets to summon a Fallen of Albaz, so he can, again, fuse with my side of the field. I assume is what he's going to do right now. Yeah. Okay. Then that's going to let him add, or resummon using Cartesia. Drill Beam, you are completely unhelpful. Yeah, I've got nothing. GG. You know what, I did okay going first last time. Let's see if I can do it again. And what happened last game is also kind of the danger of this deck. Like, you have so many hand traps that you can respond to. You can usually respond to anything your opponent does. The problem is, like right now, you have so many hand traps, you just draw into all of them and can do nothing. Like, I can only pass here. I can't do anything. It's one of the reasons why this deck does better going second. Lunalight. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use it here. I don't think this is going to stop him by a long shot, but I don't want him just getting a free monster. Now, the good news here... Oh, and that was enough to stop him. Okay. Please draw a starter. That is not a starter. Now, the good news is, in this event, Liger Dancer, which is the only thing that this deck does, is summon Liger Dancer. Or rather, it's all it wants to do. Liger Dancer is limited to 1. Okay, he's adding a poly. Did he send Kaleido Check? He did. Get rid of Kaleido Chick. Easiest way to stop them from getting to their Liger Dancer, cut off access to Kaleido Chick. So he's going to have to summon another one. Oh, he went for Gold Leo. Interesting. Oh, he still has Emerald Bird. Damn it. Lunalight Fusion. Lunalight Fusion isn't going to help him here. You bitch with your Dominus Impulse. Damn it. If he's smart, he will immediately send his Leo Dancer. Yeah, he sent Leo Dancer. Damn it. Okay, how do I deal... He's already got Wolf in hand, right? Yeah, he's got Wolf. So, like, I can do this, but it's not going to stop him from getting his Liger Dancer, because he can just fuse with the graveyard using that. Lunalight is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, he's going to use it now. Yeah, Lunalight is kind of ridiculous. If I had an extra Bestial, or if he didn't have... the Dominus Impulse, then this would have been over with me getting rid of the Kaleido Chick. I forgot that Emerald Bird actually, like... I'm gonna go ahead and scoop. There's nothing I can do to stop the Liger Dancer. This deck doesn't run Kaijus, so... But, if it was the Impulse that saved that game for him. If he didn't have the Impulse, he wouldn't have had the Kaleido Chick, and he wouldn't have been able to get all of his resources. I'm actually going to select second this time. See if that works a little bit better. Okay, Veiler, Duster, Drua's Worm, Saronir. If we're going purely by his sleeves... Spirits? Is this one of... No, it's not one of the loners. What is this deck? Spirits aren't something that's typically used, so very curious. Oh, Exo Sisters! I remember that now. Okay. I'll go ahead and Veiler that. Six pack. Packs, so he gets to add anyway. And now he gets to special summon another Exo Sister. Exo Sister. Alice. All monster, if all monsters pay her, so control. See, summon this turn, banish one card. Okay. I'm not 100% familiar with Exo Sisters, so I'm kind of reading a bunch of shit. To rank 4 Exo Sister exceeds monsters, must be special summon, can make a second attack. Once per turn, detach, banish card. Your opponent activates a card or effect, return an Xyz you own attached to this card to your extra deck, special summon that monster from your extra deck using this card as material. Okay. So he gets to cycle his other bigger Exo Sisters. Let me go ahead and bring out Druid's Worm. Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit. Okay. Macrocosmos. Because floodgates are fun, right, guys? Get rid of them. Now, unfortunately, I have nothing else to work with. Because I didn't draw anything. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot, I never answered your question before, Osimo, about how you draw with the burn deck that I was using. There are two draw cards that you have in the in that burn deck: Pot of Extravagance and Pot of something. It's two pot cards. One of them is banish 6 cards, up to 6 cards from your extra deck, and draw 1 card for every 3 that you banish. And then the other one is banish 10 cards from the top of your deck to draw 2 cards. So that's how it works. Yay, I finally got a card. Let's get rid of more Exosisters. Yeah, that's all I got. Well. Yeah, since you don't need the extra deck, there's very, very few decks that run Pot of Extravagance. Extravagance is the one that, yeah, it's Extravagance for banishing from the extra deck and Desires for banishing from the main deck. And since the games are really short, you don't really care about banishing from your deck. And since you don't care about your extra deck, you don't care about banishing from that. The only other decks that run Extravagance are just decks that in general don't use a lot of extra deck monsters for much of anything. There are some Mitsurugi lists, for instance, that run Pot of Extravagance because you only typically use like 3 of the monsters in your extra deck, so you usually just go ahead and roll a dice to in order to draw 2. But BRB, I'm going to use the restroom, and then we're going to continue. Not for too much longer, but a little bit longer. And I'm back. Now, briefly going back to the Pot of Extravagance discussion, some people do run it in Mitsurugi because, like I said, very few extra deck monsters are actually needed in that deck. The reason I don't is because I'm not a fan of the RNG nature of it. Like, if I could choose the cards that get banished from my extra deck, then I'd be fine with it. But it's random, so I'm not. Soccer Rabbit! Ugh. I don't like this hand. Football Rabbit gave you luck. Boss Man scores. In 1 to 10 scale is averaging 8, 6.7 is where you normally hover, even on good. Topic Sage. This is, once again, Automats. I have no idea what this deck does, so I'm just kind of watching things happen. The only hand trap I drew was Ash, and I already played it. Number 39, Utopia. Sure wish I had Nibiru in my hand right about now. Just saying. Gaga Girl. Which lets him search, right? Yeah. Add one Gaga Onomat or Xyz card from deck to hand. Unbreakable Xyz Barrier. Spell trap card or monster effect is activated while you control an Xyz monster. Negate the activation. Detach 2 materials from monster you control. Destroy 1 card on the field. That's not good. Utopic Future. Which is gonna go into Utopic Draco Future. Which is then gonna go into some other utopic thing, if I'm not mistaken. Utopia Double. Watch me top deck a Nibiru after all going through all of this nonsense. And then he's gonna rank up that into something, and yeah, Utopia Dragonair. Or Dragonair, rather, not Dragonair. And this, I believe, negates a spell card. Yeah, it negates a spell card. This negates an effect monster. This cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and also negates monster. This changes the attack. Yeah, he's got too many negates. I can't go through all that. Badly. Hello, Unsolved Mysteries. Let's see if going first works again. It works for me this time. Having less fun than I was when I was playing the... Okay, I got some turn 1 plays. It's pretty cool. Having less fun than I was when I was playing the burn deck, but working my way through stuff, nonetheless. And of course he's got an Ash Blossom. That's fine. I have Ether Barrel. Where's your Ash Blossom now? Just my hand. This. Summon a Blue Eyes. Oh, he's got a fucking Ghost Ogre, doesn't he? No, he has an Impulse. Which is just as bad, unfortunately. I'm gonna bluff the Drill Beam, I guess. All I've got is Effect Veiler and Nib. Raigeki, okay, I don't care. That thing was gonna get destroyed regardless. Tachyon, okay. Oh, he's playing Shark. Let me Veiler that and see if that stops his play. It does not, because he has Big Jaws in hand. Because of course he has Big Jaws in hand. And that lets him get his Abyss Shark. Abyss Shark he can special summon, I believe. Yeah, if all monsters you control are water, you can special summon, so he gets to do that. That gets him Hydrojet Shark. Wait, is he playing the stupid OTK nonsense? No, it doesn't look like it. That's Bahamut Shark. Virtue Stream, which is dead because he can't do anything with it. Okay, he scoops. I figured he was going to at some point because there was no way he was going to be able to play through all that everything that I had. Yay, I finally succeeded in normal summoning a monster 3 times. Okay, so these two I'll do in my own time elsewhere. This one I'll do after stream, which is going to be in a couple of minutes, actually. And then I just need 11 more wins to finish off this and get all the titles. Cool. That's going to be all for... Oh, thank you for the follow, Unsolved Mysteries. Appreciate it. Kind of wish I wasn't going to be ending stream in a couple of minutes with you just joining, but shit happens. I'll be back here tomorrow playing Final Fantasy XIV. Tonight, as for tonight, I'm going to be calling it a night. Made some good progress. Had some fun with the burn deck in the Xyz group. Made a little bit of progress in the Link group. I might swap this over to the burn deck again just to have more fun with it. I don't know. We'll see. But that's gonna be all for tonight. I'ma hop out. Tomorrow is gonna be Final Fantasy XIV with the weekly reset. Doing some dailies, running some content with the static. So please look forward to that if you are interested in FF14 at all. I am out of here. Have a good night. Later.